Here at the Giver Marketing Network, we don't leave you drifting out in space. We connect you to a coach who will help you build and grow your marketing business. Our process acts as a guide on how to connect with other businesses, maintain good relations, and establish a presence on the Giver Marketing Network. Each member within this collaborative group will have the opportunity to leverage your talent and influence, a true network effect. If you are looking to collaborate on more projects, welcome to the Giver Marketing Network, the most trusted and highest rated collective of specialists on the planet. Here we have a group of like-minded professionals who focus on making valuable introductions and helping each other grow by teaming up. Imagine Upwork meets a network and a coach. The talent collectively includes services like visibility and SEO, creating logos, designing websites, managing social media, outreach messaging, visual storytelling, and much more. Think of what you could do with laser-focused allies strengthening your business while offering your talents to the entire network. Click near this video for more information.
You know, the other things that are really big right now, AI, right? It's all over the place. Timothy, when's the last time you didn't have a conversation about AI?
Yeah, there's some, it reminds me of, and I'm going to date myself here, but it reminds me a little bit of when cell phones first came out. At first people were like, I'm not sure if I need that, or I don't know if I want to do that. And then before you knew it, it was like, oh, okay, that could really help my personal life. It can help my business life. It can increase conversations. It can help in my everyday comings and goings. And as long as I'm not afraid of the technology, then I can certainly benefit from this. And I might need a little bit of a learning curve, but once I get a taste and once I experience the benefits of that, then I can definitely give it a try. And yeah, I mean, even before the cell phone, I remember when computers came out, and it's like,
we're really dating ourselves now.
people were very, 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 I don't remember a lot, but I remember enough to know this was a big deal. This was going to change the world. People were trying to figure it out and spending a lot of time trying to figure it out. And then eventually it just changed the world. So I'm glad we have people like Oz and others in the network who have been experimenting for us. They help us understand this wild and crazy journey around various aspects of, especially the creative side. And I just really appreciate that about Oz and others who are going to be helping us today. So appreciate that.
Yeah, we've got our creatives on this morning, so we might as well keep it rolling and have some fun with it. We've got David Osterczy, and we're going to bring him into the studio. This is my partner at NoMoSA, No More Starving Artists, and he's always got something crazy going on in the art space. So I was like, oh, we're going to have him come on and talk a little bit about AI and art and how he's using it now. Hi, Oz.
Hey, sorry, I was muted. I just got off my Whatnot show like 10 minutes ago. So my living room is a disaster except for clearing the ship, rocks and crystals, right? But because I knew I was doing this, I've been playing around in Magi, which Christine, Deane, and I use a lot.
A lot.
And although Christine had asked me to show you the image side of Magi, I've been working on the large language model side all morning, creating a brand voice for my other business, Rockhounds Anonymous. And I'm probably not going to show you that today unless we have time, but it is amazing what you can do with AI when you do something called cascading prompts. That is an answer from a question and a question from an answer and a question from a question and an answer from an answer, where you're actually having a conversation with your AI and it produces unbelievable marketing pieces, which I will be sending to Christine because I've got it all in a Word document ready for her to look it over. And if I'm lucky, she'll read half of it. Okay. She's busy. She's busy. All right.
Hey Oz, how did you get into this space? What's the story behind the story here? Like, how did you even start dabbling in this type of work?
I was sitting in a meeting about 4 years ago, Trust Equity. It's a peer-to-peer advisory board. And my friend Eric Thorup, who is a big tech guy, okay, owns a tech company, and he leans into me and goes, "Hey, where's my phone?" He goes, "Hey, look at this." And I'm like, "Wow, that's amazing art. Did you do that?" He goes, "Yeah, I did it 5 minutes ago." I'm like, "How did you do that?" It's like these warriors and maidens. I'm like, "It's really beautiful." He goes, "Yeah, it's something called a stable diffusion, right? And I've been using it for a couple of weeks now. I run it on my computers at home. So we tried it on my computer at home, crashed my computer because you're not supposed to do it natively. You got to do it on their app. And I forgot about it for a little while. And then DALL-E 3 came out and Midjourney came out. And I about lost my mind. You know, I spent thousands of hours creating immense amounts of material, a lot of which lives on our website, our NoMoSA website, videos that live on our NoMoSA website. Between the multiple different AIs that we use dozens of them. And it literally changed my life. I mean, there's a good portion of meeting Christine through it. You know, we did networking. And when I introduced Christine to Magi, she's like, "Oh, hell yes." So as good as I am with it, Christine's better. She has gotten to the point where she's a master of it. Dustin Stout is the CEO of Magi. And I mean, they talk together all the time. So she's actually beta testing their second level of it. And I'm really upset that I'm not a beta tester because she is, even though I did the intro. But anyway, let's get rolling. I got my back office ready. Unless you have some more questions. Tim?
No, I just wanted to let the audience know how you sort of stumbled into awesomeness and where some of this. I mean, you have a background in art. You're an artist.
Yes.
And some people don't have that background, but what I love about your insights and your examples is with a little bit of training from you and some great tools, like we mentioned one, Magi and other, there's tools out there that can really make it not only profitable and interesting and valuable, but it can also make it really fun. So I just love hearing a little bit about your background every time we connect. And I remember flying out and meeting with you in your home state there and talking about business and how your art is going to, change the world. Now we got NoMoSA.art and all these things are happening because of this technology and because of your background that sort of matched with the technology in sort of this serendipitous sort of way. And it's super fun just to see the development and just learn. Every time you're on the screen, I learn something. I'm like, oh, you can do that. I didn't know that was possible. That's super cool. So yeah, with that, David, let's rock and roll, man. I'm excited to learn today.
All right, sweet. So I guess it's the present button.
It is the present button, and then we'll pull it on the screen for you.
Oh, share screen. Here it is.
Then you have to find the right screen.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot of buttons here. All right, here we go.
There is a lot of buttons, especially if you have a lot of windows open. But I think
all right, can you see the pretty lake with the mountains and all the stuff?
I see it. Here it comes. Here it does. All right, there you go. You got it.
All right. So September 10th, 2025, I created this. And it's a very simple prompt, okay? And I just want to show you something that's very different about Magi than everything else. So alcohol ink style of a field of wildflowers next to a blue-green lake below a huge purple mountain. Very simple. Very, very simple. All right? So, and it was done in a model called DALL-E 3, which no longer exists. ChatGPT canceled it, which pisses me off because I loved it. But it was very, very old. But if you look here, all right, you see those three little stars right there? After you press those stars, it becomes this massive paragraph, okay, with an artist at the end, because it reads the type of artwork it is, and it just puts artists in there and all of this massive detail. All right, so I'm just going to show you really, really quick, and we'll do one live, what I created from that updated prompt. All right, first I did this one, which I did not like at all, okay, because sometimes it fails, and that's GPT image 1. Didn't like it. Then I did this one, which is Flux, which I do like. I love the wildflowers and the way they looked. All right. And then I changed it. I went into Leonardo, which is one of my favorites. And there's a million buttons there. You could play all day in Leonardo. And I love this one. This is very, very much alcohol ink. Excuse me. You see the way it's kind of like dripping down. You got the lilies under the water. You got the mountains above it. You can see where the water line ends. It's just a completely different perspective of like a photo image from under the water, and it's done in anime. Okay, so this is an anime image. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to stick with Leonardo, but I'm going to change it, and I'm going to do it more realistic. All right, and this was the last one. But if you look at the sky, it's got paintbrush in it. Okay, it's just got this flow of paintbrush. So
okay, hold on, Oz. You're throwing out some terms here, like, and a lot of folks in your space, the artists, they know what these tools are. But Magi gives you a suite of tools, and this isn't necessarily a commercial for Magi, but it's a great tool. It's an aggregate tool. It allows you to pull the levers you want to pull when it comes to, and use the paintbrushes you want to paint, use to sort of leverage other tools. And so, can you explain what is Leonardo? What are some of these other? You mentioned Stable Diffusion before. What are some of these tools that are built into Magi that you're using to produce this art? They're very interesting.
I'm glad you asked that question. Let's go find out. So when you press this little generate button, you have these boxes that come up. All right. And so I'm going to click this. This is going to be which AI do you want to use? All right.
Got it. Okay.
Nano Banana is probably the most popular right now. It does insane stuff. All right. So you got filter by type. Text to image. All right, so this shows all the different text to image that they have in Magi. Flux, GPT, Ideogram, Imogen, Leonardo, Laura, Nano Banana, Recraft, Riv, Seedream. And then, okay, well, what if I want to do image to image? What if I put a photo in, though, of me, let's say, and I want to be standing on a mountain or in a bar, speaking to the bartender, who's a blonde and is really cute. Okay, then we do the image to image, where you're going to drop an image in there and it shows you all of the ones that'll do that. And then you're like, all right, well, what if I want to create something, a video, but I want to type in what I want. I want to put massive detail in there. Then you do text to video and it shows you all the text to video. Well, what if I have an image that I created with this and I want to make that into a video? Then you do image to video and you have all of these. So you have a tremendous amount of different AI programs that you can utilize, right? And within some of those programs, like Leonardo, you have all of this. So let's say, I want to do anime. No, I want to do photoreal. No, I want to do 3D animation. No, I want to do pixel art. Oh, wait a minute, Lucid Origin. I want to do animals. Oh, cute animal characters. Cute characters. I want to be a cartoon. And you do a cute character. It's unlimited. It's almost unlimited what you could do with AI in Magi. All right, so we have all this. Let's do this same thing again. Okay, we have this prompt here. It's a very detailed prompt, but let's go to Nano Banana. All right, because I want to see what Nano Banana can do. We're going to do this live. So we're going to use the Pro version. Okay. Resolution, I'm going to do 2K. I want it to be like right in the middle. We'll keep it as square. Advanced options, we're not going to do anything right now. We're going to generate that in Nano Banana, okay, which is the hottest thing on the market right now. And Magi has it. All right.
Yeah, it's really hot. That's what we've been using a lot with my clients. They've been uploading their photos and saying, okay, I have one that's an acupuncturist. And he decided, okay, well, make the doctor do acupuncture on the turkey back at Thanksgiving time. Or we've got another photo where he's doing acupuncture on Santa Claus, right? So we've been having a lot of fun with it. And it's so much easier to use. Remember back in the day, Oz, and we had to upload 15 photos of yourself. 30
Yeah,
photos of
Flux
yourself.
Lora. Flux LLORA. It's still good.
Yeah. But
you
now
know
you only
what?
have to do one photo when you do
I'm going to
NoMoSA.
show you how good it is. Now, look at what it did. The image is beautiful, but it put it on a canvas board. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting how it did that, but this is phenomenal. This absolutely is alcoholic. All right. It did a great job. Only I couldn't use it unless I was trying to show off something else. All right. So, Christine and I have workspaces. All right. So this is going to go into the workspace. I got David's brand. We got the networking Diva, the Great Discovery, which we're members of, NoMoSA, which is our business. We have an AI workspace, and we have migrated images from the old Magi where I pulled all the old images in. All right. So I'm going to go into NoMoSA and I'm going to do something. So this is our workspace that we created for our business. Okay. And I'm going to show you a very average image of me right here up in the mountains, standing kind of funky with my arms spread out, probably up at about 11,000 feet up at the top of Alta. Okay. With sunglasses, no sun on my face, can't see me that well. And I used this image to create a business image of me as the worst image I have of me. It's the least descriptive image of me. But this is how good AI is, all right? So that is the image that I used, and I brought it in. And I used a prompt, basically, create something of me in a gray suit with a blue shirt and a burgundy tie, which we wore on Wall Street all the time, standing talking to a pretty bartender in a bar. And that's me. From that horrible image, the hair's a little off. I got a little bit more hair than this, but that's my honking big nose. That's my little goatee. All right. And those are my hands. It looks exactly like me. And model, Nano Banana. Just what Christine was talking about. So this would be a good business image that I could use anywhere. Okay. I could crop it. I'd probably crop out the alcohol because I really don't drink much at all. But I looked at this and I said, well, I want to be, I want a video of that and I want to be laughing. So that's exactly what I did. And this, show all controls, let me make it bigger. This is what it gave me.
So it gave you both of those just from that image of you on the mountain.
Exactly. And it looks exactly like me. I looked at this originally. I'm like, who's that handsome guy? I'm like, oh, geez, that's me.
I love it. I love it.
And this is how good Nano Banana is. You could take a very average photo of you wearing sunglasses, and I don't know if it searched the internet to get more pictures of me. I have no idea how this got so spot on, because that is pretty much exactly what I look at. Even got my shoulders right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think I see a lot of likeness there. And you mentioned Nano Banana a couple times. Google's been, I did not see that coming. I didn't see Nano Banana coming out of left field from Google. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as you're listening to this, you probably heard this term, but you haven't played with it yet. If you have played with it, we're going to remind you this is a developing trend where these language models are really highlighting their superpowers around imagery, art, and the like. Any kind of imagery that sort of captures your attention or creates something. And they have so many video and imagery type tools now. David knows more about them than Oz knows more about them than both of us combined. But ultimately, I just want to encourage the audience to listen to what Oz is saying here and go play, go experiment, have some fun with it. Oz, what else do you recommend that our audience could sort of take away or get some action items out of our conversation today?
Well, since this is a Christine show, if you could put a link to Magi in there. Do you have an affiliate link from them with some discounts?
I was going to drop your link, which I believe, I'm pretty sure I have it too. Let's drop that into the comments. It should be the one I've got.
Well, while Christine does that, Oz, what else can we sort of share with the audience that they could do this week that would help either their business or help them have some fun What would you recommend? How did you get started?
I would recommend you go play. Go play. Look at some of the free stuff. There's one that I joined a few months ago. And since I do so much in Magi and all of the other stuff that Christine and I have together, the Great Discovery stuff, their AI is pretty good. It is called, oh my God. They have a free version of it. Is it Galaxy AI or is that something else? Geez, I completely forgot. It's so wonderful how prepared I am. Typical artist. Okay. I recommend you go play any free AI. Find free AI on the internet. Okay. There's tons and tons of it out there. Just look for it and go play with images. Go play with images. All the companies have a free version. If you love it, you upgrade. My recommendation would be if you really want to play and you got a couple of bucks to throw at it, go to Midjourney. Midjourney. And what I recommend you do if you do join Midjourney, I think it's about 20 or 30 bucks a month. It's not expensive. You're only going to get Midjourney, all right? But it is one of the most complete AI packages out there for producing everything you possibly want. It is one of the oldest. It is one of the best. And if you do get Midjourney, you want to also look at Mid Library. I'm just going to type that in the chat. Let me actually, Christine, if you could type that in, midlibrary.com. What Mid Library does, and you can use it for any AI, is they will show you thousands and thousands of images that were based on an idea, a word, an abstract, or an artist. So let's say you love, I don't know, Todd McFarlane, who did Spider-Man and Spawn and a lot of other stuff, and you want to create artwork that looks exactly like him. You could go in there and see what other people have created, and you can get an idea based on what he created, what type of prompts that you want to use to create the images that you want. The libraries out there of information, both on YouTube, on Instagram, Mid Library, many others. The Facebook page from Dustin of Magi. Christine, if you could put that in the chat, that would be great. The conversations there from business owners and how they are utilizing their AI is second to none. Dustin answers everything, or his staff answers everything. It's just, I underutilize it because frankly, I am busy as hell right now. But mostly, even though I love AI for the images that I can produce, I use the large language models right now. This morning, I produced an entire brand voice for my business. One of my other businesses, Rockhounds Anonymous. I sell rocks and crystals on the Whatnot app. And it produced just this massive document because we kept answering each other's questions. They would ask me a question, I would answer it, I would ask it a question. That's called cascading your prompts. It is amazing how the AI learns you and learns of you and gives you exactly what you want. And if it's wrong, you tell it, that's not the direction I was going, let's focus over here. You can utilize AI to encompass everything in your life, make your life better, streamline your business, outsource to AI all the stuff that you do not want for, I don't know, $25, $30 a month instead of hiring an admin. Not that that's a bad thing, but AI will do most of the busy work that admins did a year ago or 2 years ago or 3 years ago. And you saw what I did with a very bad picture of me that produced a very, very good picture of me. Christine, could you talk for a minute about what you did with Fluxlora and what you're doing with Nano Banana right now? Because you blow me away with the images.
Oh, it's so much fun. I actually was laughing because one of the organizations that Oz and I are involved in is AI Innovation Allies. And so we gather a bunch of business owners together and we talk, AI and how best to use it in your business. And so one of the things that we like to do is epic fails also. So I was thinking about you with your epic fail. So we probably flip an epic fail also. But, it doesn't always go the way you want it to, but it is getting better all the time. But just understand sometimes it goes awry and you may go, oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. Right. I remember with my acupuncturist, he goes, I have more hair than that. So I had to tell it to give him more hair. So sometimes you got to go in and tell it what it needs to do to fix something. And sometimes it doesn't do it. It just stays the same. And you're like, I gave you directions. Aren't you listening to me? And when you get mad at it, it apologizes.
It does. It does.
It does. But it's pretty entertaining. I know when we were playing with like we mentioned, the Laura Flex, I literally had, 15 different pictures of me. They want you in different poses, different lighting, different backgrounds, right? And so I'm trying to find photos. I'm like, no, I don't like that one. Yes, I do like that one. You finally get that together. Then you can tell it what you want. Rajiv will be speaking later today. I had him skydiving.
I saw that.
I was like, here you go. So yeah, he's skydiving. I mean, we have you just have to get creative. And you mentioned about Dustin Stout and what he's done. Some of his stuff he just put out recently. He's sitting on top of a street light, right? And they took the photo and then they turned that into a video so that it's panning around him while he's sitting on I mean, it's absolutely incredible what they've done. I can't even believe it. And some of the prompting is really simple and some of it is really complicated, but having it's like little stars in the corner in Magi where you can hit it and it enhances the prompt. And all of a sudden a bad prompt becomes a good prompt. I mean, I love that you can do that. A lot of them don't have that option and you're just kind of troubleshooting and trying and, well, what if I do this and what do that? I have the cutest pictures of me with baby cows. I have the cutest pictures of puppies, right? That aren't actually mine. They're like made up puppies, but I have my own puppies. Maybe I'll put them in there and see what happens. But there is just so many opportunities to get in there and just play. That's really what it's about. This brings out my inner child. As we get older, sometimes we're not allowing ourselves that time to just have fun. AI is that opportunity to have fun. And that's why I thought, Oz, don't drag me down that rabbit hole. If you make me go down that rabbit hole, I'll spend all my time playing and we won't get anything done.
Speaking of playing, have you guys checked out Google Labs?
A little bit. Just started playing with that one.
Maybe you can humor me. I'm not an expert. I've come across enough tools here to make it interesting. And I don't know if I can share my screen. I think I can. Hold on.
I know there's the Notebook LM. Yeah, I've got some stuff here that I pulled too. I don't know if it's showing right now, if I need to bring it to the screen, but
can you guys see that?
Tools for anyone to create, learn, develop, and play with the future of AI. Google Labs. Yep.
And there's an section called Create. And since Oz is here and sort of honor him and his work, some of these tools are they're experiments. They're not all, like you said before, Oz, like they're not all perfect and they sort of come out, Christine, like you said too, a little bit funny at times, but they're getting really good. Image FX is super interesting. Video FX is super interesting. I'm not going to recommend a particular one, but there's enough here to where if you find Whisk, I've tried that one before. There's some music and image related, video related ones under Create.
Are these free, Tim, or are these paid?
These are all free tools until you get to a certain point, and then they pay. But they're there to experiment. And you said the word play, so I just thought, you know what? Why not just bring up another option for people to play?
Absolutely, get in there and play. You can't break it. If you break it, well, then they need to fix it. So
I have something that will break you. All right. I played with this and I got so addicted I had to leave and did not go back. But it's really, really great if you're a musician or an aspiring musician, and it's Suno, SUNO.ai. Christine and I have a very, very good friend named Daniel Knight. He runs Unicorn Universe, created an entire album, put it on Spotify, and it's good. Okay. Suno.ai. I think it's .ai. And SUNO.
Suno.com. Suno.com.
It could be Suno.com, but I thought it was Suno.ai.
That's where
there's a free version and a paid version. The free version's outstanding. I've never used the paid version, but you do 2 songs at a time. You can put in lyrics, so you could just give an idea. All right, I want I want something combining hip hop and classical and funk from Louisiana. All right, and it'll do it for you. And it's completely different sounds. There's this big spinning wheel there where you can pick a genre, 99% of which you have never heard in your entire life. You pick that genre, you pick the type of song you want. You know, I want a little more bass, I want a little more guitar, I want a little less drums, I want the voice to do this. It's unbelievable. Suno, S-U-N-O. You can become addicted to it, or you can use it professionally and produce in this litigious society where if you're using a song and somebody goes, oh, well, I wrote that, write your own and use it for your business. So before you guys kick me off, I did want to show you something. If I could share my screen really quick.
While you're getting that prepared, Oz, I want to mention one thing, and then I'm excited to see how people can connect with you as well. But Suno is also good on the consumer side. Like I'll put it up and have it play in the background and just play with different radio stations. It's basically like Spotify for creators.
Yeah.
And it really has some different sounds and some unique experiences just as a consumer, just listening to all the creative music that's been developed. So great call out, Oz. Appreciate that.
You're welcome. So
yeah, you know, of course, I had to make a networking diva anthem.
She's the queen of the connections game, lighting up the world with her name.
All right.
You just gotta love it. You know, if you're not having fun, you're not doing the right stuff. Just saying.
Yeah.
So for artists, I run NoMoSA, and we have a whole bunch of artists, and they produce different types of art. And I created a bunch of Brahma bulls for a company called Bull Axiom. Okay. Unfortunately, the owner who picked it left the company, but that's neither here nor there. But I started creating stuff like this, and my artists were fighting to do what we call an overpainting, where I would take this, okay, and I would print it out on an artist canvas, and then I would give it to my artists to make it their own. All right. That is something we'll be doing in the future. And, you know, I'm just looking at some of the craziness that I've done here. I mean, everything you can imagine. You've got lions, you've got, you know, wolves, and the second one is always the upgrade. Like you can see, this is the first one, and this is the second one with a lot more detail.
Love the lions. Love your lions work. Thank you, Oz. Let's keep it focused on some of the things that maybe some of the audience can, you know, play with and look for. How do they get a hold of you?
How do they get a hold of me? OzFineArtStudio@gmail or Oz@NoMoSA.art. Those are two ways to get a hold of me.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing some of your art today, and I appreciate your giving some instruction on how we can learn how to do this ourselves and some of the different tools. And we have a little bit of a limited time today in order to kind of share what others would have to share as well. We have Joel that's going to be coming up here in a minute. Christine's going to introduce him. So super excited. But Oz, as usual, thank you for pushing those limits, helping us understand a little bit about the art world in a different way. And for those who want to connect with Oz or Christine, you can go to NoMoSA.art, and that'll get you right to where you need to go as far as connecting with them. And again, really appreciate it, Oz. Thank you so much. Appreciate
and I apologize. I scrolled down a little bit too far, and maybe some of those images were not family friendly.
Yeah, I appreciate you acknowledging that. Really do. Thank you so much.
That was not intended. I was looking for something. I should have gone up, not down.
I gotcha. All right.
All right. Thanks, Oz.